Can you really make $25,000 a month with a faceless brand? The faceless brand trend has been blowing up on the internet lately, with AI tools making it apparently easier for people to pump out content and make tens of thousands of dollars online without the need to show their face or put in very much effort or time at all. Apparently. Whether it's AI images being shared on Facebook or Instagram, or an entire AI-generated video being shared right here on YouTube, there are some pretty big claims out there right now about faceless brands, faceless marketing, and faceless automation a la AI. And I wanted to know, is this all legit, or are these people full of shit? Well, I watched the videos, so you don't have to, and what I noticed is that there are 6 very important things that you need to consider before you even think about starting a faceless AI brand. So keep watching. Hey Posse, what's up? It's Alex. If you've been wondering what's up with this whole faceless brand thing, is it legit? Is it really as easy as it sounds? And is it worthwhile for you to start building one of these AI-generated faceless brands? If so, then this video is for you. You know I keep it real so you can stay relevant. So if you want to learn more about creating a brand people love, make sure to subscribe to my channel below and don't forget to ring that bell to be notified when my next video goes live. All right, so let's start by answering the biggest question that you likely have floating around in your noggin right now. Can you really make money online with a faceless brand? Yes, of course you can. There are clearly people online who are doing it right now. But, and that is a big old but, that doesn't mean that it is easy or that it's a long-term money-making business. And one of the biggest reasons that I see people wanting to try out this whole faceless brand thing is because of how apparently easy, time-saving, or completely hands-off it is, thanks to the wonder of AI. I mean, if AI can tell you what topic is trending, write your script, edit your video, and produce all of your content from start to finish and make you money, yeah, I guess I can completely 100% see the allure of that. But after watching dozens of faceless marketing and faceless AI automation tutorials, I think you'll be surprised to learn what actually goes into making a successful faceless brand. So here are 6 things that you need to consider before going faceless. And before you click away because you think I'm gonna try to spin this video to try to make faceless brands sound like a bad thing, stop right there because I am open to being educated, which is why I'm also gonna share clips directly from this guy, How to AI, who claims to have created the most profitable faceless YouTube channel with the help of AI. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into it. The first thing I learned after watching his videos and many like this is number 1, you gotta research. Yes, if you want your content to stand out and get attention, and this really should come as no surprise, you have to.
Where I'm getting at is make videos about topics people are interested in.
And in order to do that, you first have to.
So all you gotta do is pick a good niche and research actually interesting video ideas.
Okay, yeah, AI guy, I can get behind that. The first thing I always recommend to anyone who wants to start an online brand or start creating content is to get clear on who you serve and do your research to find out what types of things your ideal audience actually wants. And obviously, yes, that takes a lot of upfront work, but surely it's about to get a whole lot easier and time-saving once we get AI to start cranking out all that viral content for us, right? Well, it turns out that it's a bit complicated.
I've set up a literal automation factory that even posts the videos for me. It's a bit complicated.
Huh, wait, so you mean I can't just hop onto AI and plug in a topic and boom, I'm done? You mean it takes work to figure out how to use AI properly? Who would have thought? Okay, I did. But you guys, I have been saying this for a long time, specifically about AI writing tools like ChatGPT. Anyone who actually tries AI will quickly find out that it's not the golden ticket to success that they thought it would be. While AI can definitely be a very, very useful tool to help you research and brainstorm and even get you started in the right direction, which, let's be honest, getting started is sometimes really hard, so that's awesome. It's not exactly a copy and paste type of thing. And apparently, when it comes to automating content creation, it's not as simple as plug in your topic idea and press play type of thing, which leads me to number 3, the scripts suck.
AI can write, sure, but the scripts you get suck if you don't prompt the right way.
Right. Okay, so after you figure out, the kind of complicated AI tools to get them to actually do what you want, you are still going to get sucky content. Cool. So then you just got to go ahead and rewrite that script to make it interesting, engaging, and less robotic. Okay, so then what do you have to do? You must tweak it to absolute perfection.
But to be honest, this won't get you far. To succeed with AI shorts, you gotta tweak them to absolute perfection.
Right, okay, I think I got this straight. So you edit the script, you edit the images, you edit the voiceover. You basically take all that stuff that AI gives you and then you totally change and edit everything. So it's starting to kind of feel like maybe it would just take a lot less time to just create the content yourself. But surely, once you go through all of these steps, you research your booty off to find the right niche and of course the trending topics of what your audience actually wants to learn. You figure out how to work the kind of complicated AI tools so that you can get it to do the stuff that you actually want it to do. You edit those sucky scripts and then you tweak the final result until it is absolute perfection. Okay, surely then you've hit gold. Once you publish that content, you will be a viral sensation millionaire, right? You know where I'm going with this. Because the next thing you need to know is that it takes time and consistency.
That's the most important thing to have in mind after you start posting. Stay consistent.
Now listen, I am not trying to troll this how-to AI guy, although it is easier to troll him because he has no face, or any of the other AI creators for that matter. In fact, I 1000% totally agree with everything he is saying, and I really appreciate his transparency on what it really takes to build a brand. Of course, it's gonna take time and consistency to see results. Of course, you want to strive to create great content that people actually find useful and entertaining and yes, actually want to watch. But here's the thing, the difference between that how-to AI guy and me is that we have very different conclusions with all of this. He thinks that AI faceless brands and content automation are the best way to spend your time and energy to make money online. And I know you guys don't need to guess this, do not. And here is why. Anyone, and I mean anyone, can use AI to create a faceless brand today, which means watch out, there are gonna be a lot more faceless brands on the internet. I mean, literally, they're just popping up left and right, which means, yes, you guessed it, we're about to be drowning in even more content that kind of looks and feels the same. Lucky us. And I don't know about you, but I do not feel very connected to a random cartoon dude with cool animations and an AI generated voiceover. In fact, it kind of smells like a scam, even though I know it's not a scam, my scam radars are going off, which is happening everywhere. Mistrust is at an all-time high. And thanks to AI, our faces have become way more valuable than they ever were. So do I think you should start a faceless brand in 2024? Listen, I am not saying it's a terrible idea. Clearly there are people out there doing it and making money, but it is if you're completely forgetting the #1 most important thing that sets you apart from every single other creator out there. And listen, the AI guy said it best.
Branding is everything these days, so make sure you have something in your videos that's unique for your channel.
Yes, branding is everything these days. So can you use AI to whip up content? Sure, and this guy did it very well, and he capitalized on that surge in AI-related search terms on YouTube and created a profitable channel quickly. But as more and more people listen to this advice and try to follow suit, more and more generic faceless content is going to be published online. And listen, I am not a rocket scientist, but to me, starting a faceless brand right now kind of feels like a race to the bottom, unless you're offering something so unique and so helpful that they can't find it anywhere else and they can't really find another brand that they vibe with. So if you're starting to question what exactly about having a faceless brand is easier, faster, or better, other than the fact that, okay, it's not your face, but you still have to do the work, then you are asking the right questions. Because here's the thing, guys, and I know I've said this before, but there is no magic bullet to making money online. And anyone who claims there is selling you empty dreams. Starting a faceless brand, yes, can work, but it takes a lot of hard work and research and time and dedication to make it work. Because what people want right now more than anything really boils down to something that is a lot more simple than creating stimulating and engaging content, right? What people want most is connection and trust. In fact, 86% of consumers say that authenticity is important when deciding what brands they like and support. And it's kind of hard to be authentic and build trust when you are a robot and not showing your face at all. And right now, thanks to AI, there is an ever-rising premium on human connection and human interaction, which means nothing, and I mean nothing, is more valuable right now than a personal brand. In fact, one of my really good friends recently found this out the hard way. So for years, he ran a very successful digital marketing company, which he was the face of. It was his brand. He started it from scratch. A couple of years ago, he decided that he didn't want to be the face of the brand anymore, and he started kind of removing himself. And then he started a completely different digital marketing company without his face at all, and it never really took off. He told me that not putting his face on the company was the biggest mistake that he made. He realized that people had connected with him first and then his brand. So they liked his brand because it was connected to him. And this is why so many successful brands out there also have a personality attached to them. And it's also why we love them or hate them. And Marketing 101, polarity is a great thing. Like Richard Branson and Virgin, Gary Vee and VaynerMedia, Steve Jobs and Apple, Elon Musk and Tesla, Jeff Bezos and Amazon, Sarah Blakely and Spanx, Kim Kardashian and Skims, Alex Cattoni and the Copy Posse. Yeah, I had to throw my name in there with all those other ones. In a world where content is becoming more and more of the same, you should not be asking yourself, how can you be a duplicate and blend in by looking and sounding like every single other piece of content that you see online? You should be asking yourself, what unique thing do you have to offer the world? And then let it shine. And you already have the most perfect brand possible because you have you. So please do not hide your face behind a robot. And if you want to learn more about the power of building a personal brand in the age of AI, you're definitely going to want to check out my interview with Dane Walker, the CEO of the fastest growing brand agency in Australia. We talk all about branding and AI and how these things are playing with one another today. So go ahead and check that out at the end of this video. I will link to it, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here. And you can click right here to get a free gift. How is branding shifting now that AI is hot on the scene? Does branding even really matter anymore? Should you be building a personal brand or a corporate brand? How does your messaging and your content come into play when it comes to your branding? And what should you be focusing on most when you're in the beginning stages of building your brand? Listen, you guys, this interview was so freaking good. I sat down with Dane Walker, the CEO of Rival, Australia's fastest growing branding agency, to answer all of these questions and so much more. It is a juicy interview, so keep watching.